Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 253 of the Seal podcast on the 20th of December. Motherfuckers! Anyway, that's the last swear I'll do tonight, I promise.
Yeah, right.
I haven't got my fingers crossed. I've been down the pub, so who knows what's going to happen tonight. I'll try and be on my best behaviour. But I'm joined by Dave.
Hello.
Dave's here. Fraser's not here. Fraser's had a shit week of work by the sound of it. Haven't seen him all week. Barely heard from him, so fingers crossed all good on the work front. But he's been busy.
It must be bad if he's not playing punt in the middle of the day.
Well, he might have been getting in some cheeky early hours. I don't know. I'm not around because I've been fucking working all week because it's that fucking time of year. If you work in a supermarket, that is actually pretty shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you did all the hours.
I don't do that many hours. I just like now because I'm just a noddy. I just go, here's your hours, and then I say, I ain't doing that, mate. And when it gets to 5 o'clock,
you can do better than that, mate.
on the rotors when it says 8 till 5, and it gets to 5 o'clock, I now go, bye, I'm out of here. Rather than when I was just a bit manager, I'd be like, get to 5 o'clock, and he'd be like, oh god, I guess I've got another fucking 4 hours of work to do before I get the fuck out of here. But hey, that's the benefit of getting paid fuck all. So enough about that. I don't want to think about it too much. It's too depressing. How you doing, Dave?
Good. Yes. Yeah. I've been slightly busy all week, but I had the day off today because I had some holiday to take, and I was like, I'll take a day of just doing pre-Christmas stuff. So
pre-Christmas? You mean playing video games? Is that what you mean?
I was playing a little bit of video games, but no, pop to the butcher. So that's an important Christmas thing to do.
Is that a euphemism? I don't know. Could be.
I don't know. Smashing the meat.
Who was smashing your meat? The butcher was smashing your meat.
I delivered some Christmas cards to some family.
Is that a euphemism? I'm not going to do that one again now. That's done.
Wrapping some Christmas presents.
Is that a euphemism?
Yes, massively. Yeah, just pre-Christmas stuff that I needed to get done, but
stuff that organised people do several days before Christmas.
Well, so a lot of these things. Well, I suppose some of the things I could have done before, but obviously tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. You can't. Well, you can't bloody go to the supermarkets or.
We can.
We can.
I assure you. Many people will be doing exactly that thing.
Yeah. But saying that, I went today. I went at about 11 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't find a parking space in Tesco car park. I had to go right back. And I was only popping in for a stamp, a couple of stamps.
Really? You could have fucking walked there for a stamp. Go to your local Tesco Express for a stamp.
I don't have a local Tesco Express.
Well, you could go to your local Sainsbury's then, or whatever. I'm not fussy about where you go. For a fucking stamp.
So I popped in for a few bits and some beers and a few bits and bobs.
Friday night essentials.
Yeah. But yeah, thinking, I'd be clever, go in on a Friday, nobody else will be there, it'd be pretty quiet.
It's fucking one of the busiest days of the week, Dave. What are you talking about?
Why? I don't understand. Surely everybody else is working.
I don't know. I don't know if you've noticed this, but since, or maybe even before, that thing that happened in 2020 and ever since, where people started working from home, Fridays is quite a favourite day to work from home. Yeah. Same with Mondays.
With their laptops out and
Fridays and Mondays have bizarrely got a lot more busy in Tesco since the pandemic. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I don't know. I'm just a noddy. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I suspect people might be working from home, inverted commas, but actually going to fucking Tesco's instead, or their local supermarket. If they don't have a Tesco's.
Local supermarket of choice. What I suspect is I'll pop in on probably Monday night at 11 or 12 o'clock at night,
Could be a
and
bit fucked by then, honestly.
Get my last few bits.
It could be a wise move. You never really know. I suspect Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to be incredibly busy at your local supermarket, wherever you shop.
Yeah, yeah. I've got in like 2 o'clock in the morning because it's a 24-hour one.
Ours
where I
isn't.
am.
If everyone could turn up at our place at 2 o'clock in the morning, I would love it because that would be hilarious because we're shut.
People banging on the doors. Ah! And I got my Christmas stuff to do.
We've definitely done it in the past, but no, we don't open 24 hours anymore. Hey ho. I don't want to talk about Tesco's anymore.
No. How about you? Good week? Apart from working?
I said I don't want to talk about Tesco's anymore. Anyway, yeah, it's been busy. Oh, Sumu, why do you have to say that? I was blissfully unaware of the fact that Luton are losing. Well, unless he's talking about Luton being sheep shaggers, but I assume he meant Derby are fucking winning.
So are we talking about football, are we?
Well, I guess that was a nice inverted commas link to the football chat, I guess. Which we incredibly brief now has really fucking done my head in. Yeah, so apparently Luton are losing. Groovy. Mint Safes in the chat says, Merry Christmas, Seals. Are we well? Everyone off work now. I meant to say that to you. Are you done with work?
No, no, I'm working till Christmas Eve. Probably about 4 o'clock. But then I'm off.
Are you really going to be doing a lot though?
Yeah.
What?
Possibly.
Off till the 2nd of February? You got a whole week and a bit off?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
normally I have like a few days here and there, but this year I just haven't had a chance to.
Have you had to book it as paid holiday from work? Like, have your allocation or?
Yeah. It's out of my allowance. So yeah.
So
no, this
other
year
people are actually going to be working at your business. Yeah. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. No, I've got to split it between me and somebody else, and we have to split. So he's got like Monday and Tuesday off, and he's had a few days
coming
off
week.
early this week. This coming week. And then I've got the rest of the bits.
That sounds like you've got a nice little break coming up.
Have indeed. Yeah. It's gonna be
I'm off Christmas Day and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day I'm off.
I'm back in unboxing.
I'm in work. I'm in Boxing Day. Yeah, I'm not. I even want to think about it. But there we go. Anyway, we're supposed to be talking about football.
Yeah, not Tesco's.
And on a equally, we're talking about football. So, Nathan's gone top. He went to the top this week. He scored 70 points. He's up to literally bang on 1,000 points, which in the big scheme of things is okay. It's not top tier. It's not in the top 1% for sure.
No.
Like people are in the stupid points by now.
No.
But fair play to Nathan. He's not going to be the Christmas number one necessarily because we've got a weekend fixtures to come before Christmas Day. But he might be the Christmas number one. He's only 9 points clear though, so Luciano could nick that over the weekend, or maybe Mr. Kinsit could leapfrog the both of them and take the Christmas number one slot. We don't do an update on Fridays, like the national chart, whatever it is, and we don't include streaming numbers.
No,
it's pure Fantasy Premier League only. How do you get Wham being number one at Christmas in 2024, other than via streaming numbers?
Yeah. The Christmas number one doesn't mean anything anymore.
It's absolute bollocks. No. All the number ones mean absolute bollocks anymore. It's fucking bullshit. The charts is fucked. No one cares anymore.
No.
Anyway, I'm supposed to be talking about football. That's how much I want to talk about football. I'd rather talk about the charts. Because my team had an absolute fucking stinker last week. How'd you get on, Dave?
Good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
68 points, Dave. Nearly a very nice score. Wasn't top score, but it's pretty good.
Oh.
I'm fucking. I've lost the fucking plot with my team. I like look at my team every week and I go, I'll just make a couple of changes. I'm sure. I've got all the ones that you're supposed to have, and every week I do shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? I've got
No
Saka,
idea.
I've got Salah, I've got Palmer, and I've got Bruno Fernandes. Captain Salah last week, he got 5 points without being a captain. 10 points total captain. I pick the wrong captain every week since I picked Bruno the other week. He was brilliant. Scored shitloads of points. Ever since then, it's been total shit. Ever since I've got rid of fucking Erling Haaland, my team's been shit.
Haaland's
Anyway.
not been doing that good though, so
No, but my team's been doing equally as shit without him, despite having the magic man, Mo Salah, who
yeah.
was banging in points every week. Now, not doing anything. He's just like giving me the double middle fingers every fucking week since. got his first weekend called off just to piss me off, I swear. Anyway, I'm not supposed to be swearing. It's not going very well. Been down the pub, by the way. I only had a couple of 3 points. I've upset my whole family since we come home. Haven't really.
Called your mother-in-law or something spicy.
I didn't. Anyway. I don't know why I've got the hosting duties. Fraser, what are you doing? Come back. Save this podcast. Top scorer for the week was Mark, our old friend Mark, who got 80 points.
Mm.
And he said in the Discord, he's made, what did he say? Something about he's made some changes. Seems like it's paying off, not having Haaland. I'm like, yes, doesn't it? No.
Maybe you should have a look at his team and see what
Maybe I should just copy his team. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because he's above me in the league. I lost in the head-to-head to Mark Redmond.
Oh, I didn't even check my head-to-head.
Angry Neil this week.
Yes, I've won another one.
Have you?
Yeah.
I got an email today,
5 now.
an email or a notification from the FPL, I can't remember, saying it's the Sky Sports League Cup or whatever starts this weekend. How will Back At It get on? I'm like, oh, well, spoiler alert, I'm sure it's probably fucking shit, like it has been for the rest of December. However, I swear Fraser's not here for the last 2 weeks because his team's doing even fucking worse than mine.
I was going to say, I just looked at his...
Because
his
shall we
head-to-head.
just have a look at how many points he got last week? I can't, I'm still scrolling. Where is he? Oh, 29th in the league. I got 40 points, I think, after my 4-point hit last week. Fraser took an 8-point hit last week. But he only scored 24. I think he was the lowest scorer in the entire league.
Ooh.
After his 8-point hit, so a net score of 16. Ooh, dear. It's pretty awful, Fraser.
We're working down to the root cause of why Fraser isn't here this week.
You're well above that, Fraser, now. You're on 814, and Fraser is on 752, Dave. You've totally usurped him. You've taken his place
Yeah.
as the second best SEAL podcast host of Fantasy Premier League. He is 4 from bottom in the overall league. And if we can just switch over to the head-to-head league, we scroll down to the bottom, we'll find he is actually rock bottom of the
Yes.
head-to-head league. It's pretty good.
I suspect he's not maintaining his sort of...
I don't know what he's doing,
football,
honestly.
like a team as much as he
All
usually
of the
did.
shitters, including you, Dave, and the head-to-head, have actually won a game last week. He lost again. He's 2 points off you in the head-to-head.
I know.
You can't see that on the screen because apparently I didn't sort it out on this
Oh.
screen. It only works on when there's 3 of us working. I need to sort that shit out. I can't be bothered to do it now. Editing things live on the show is not great.
No.
I mean, just talking live on the show sometimes isn't great. But there we go. Yeah. So Mr. Kinsey is top of the head-to-head by 6 points from Luciano and my wife, Lou. Elusive Man up to 4th in the head-to-head. It's only 7 points off top. dark horse, and he's a Man United fan. Unbelievable knowledge. There we go. I don't know what's happening. I'm doing shit. Dave, you're doing all right. Fraser's doing really shit. The world's upside down. I don't know. The FPL world's upside down.
Yes.
But yeah, well done, Dave. Well done, Mr. Kinsit, for being top of the league, and well done, Nathan, who we never hear from. No one knows who he is. He is the actual elusive man because no one knows who he is.
No.
But that's enough football bollocks. At Mintsafe in the chat says, "Angry Neil this week!" Exclamation mark. Were you the Stella? I wasn't on the Stella. I don't do Stella. It's not strong enough these days. You have to have. I was on the Moretti's. Is that the modern Stella? I feel like it could be.
Beer Moretti is very
Because it's not Italian in any sense. It pretends to be Italian, like Madri pretends to be Spanish. There's lots of fake European lagers in this country. They're actually just made down the road from me, or really close to you, probably, Dave. Because
yeah, it's probably at Carlsberg.
Made in fucking Northampton.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't on the Stellas. They're not strong enough to make people angry anymore. I think they literally made it weaker to stop that image of people getting leery on the Stellas. It's like that Audi and BMW thing. They switched roles, didn't they, many years ago?
Oh, what?
Because BMW drivers were always thought to be right dickheads who didn't do anything, and now it's Audi drivers. Who's next? Teslas? Probably.
Well, definitely. They're already the wankers of the electric vehicles.
Right, what's next? Okay, I didn't ask for anything on the Discords or anything today because I'm just fucked, basically. Broken, physically and mentally. So we'll move straight past any listener stuff. There wasn't any emails, I assume. You checked?
No emails.
Okay. So
nothing
we'll
on Discord.
move along
No.
to what we've been doing. For me, it's basically working and and hurting. So, Dave, you need to rescue this show. Tell us that you've been doing something interesting.
I talked about most of the stuff I've been doing today. Other than that, I've got the What We Do in the Shadows has recently finished.
Okay. Really?
That's the last season.
I did not know that was still going.
Yep, season 6 series. So I don't like watching stuff until it's completely done, and that's now on my radar. So
don't watch Grey's Anatomy anytime soon, will you?
Oh, for God's sake, no. I'll never watch Grey's Anatomy.
Even when it is finished.
Even when it is finished. Why is that supposed to be restarting or something?
Oh fuck no! It's still. I thought it had finished ages ago, and my wife's still watching new stuff.
Oh right, right.
That was her COVID viewing.
Oh God.
Her working from home viewing.
So no, you're going to be doing that. I went to the gym. Back to the gym.
A couple of weeks off, were you? How did that feel?
I had a couple of weeks off. I'm aching
today. Yeah. I've been to the gym this week.
Yeah?
No, just testing. I've been lifting a lot of fucking shit at work.
Right.
I'm doing a lot of bending, a few squats, few squats.
I haven't been for a couple of weeks, just not feeling great. But yeah, I went last night. I was like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. I was in there for 45 minutes, just doing bench work. And
no class, just on.
No class, no.
Self-motivating.
Just put a podcast.
That's
on.
Not a euphemism.
No. Put podcast on. And then done a bit of running, and then I was fucked, and I was like, that's it. I'm done for the night.
Did you do running to warm up? Do you do the warm up?
No. I just do a. No, I do a.
You go straight into weight workout. I feel like that's not what you're supposed to do.
Start with. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you just warm up. Yeah.
I thought you're supposed to get your heart rate up by going on the treadmill for like 20 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, you can do. That's one way of warming up. I finish off by going for a run and then really getting my heart rate up. to about
Mm.
170, 180, and try and keep it there for a couple of minutes. That's fucking hard. So yeah, but doing a run does that for me. So
Yeah.
the weights itself, I don't really, I sweat, but I don't actually get like my heart rate up too much.
No. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I don't know. Do you feel like you're still? Because the thing with weights is you're supposed to like you finish your workout, but you continue to burn calories for several hours after doing weight workouts.
I
usually. Yeah, because you're like your muscles are repairing all the damage that you've done, so obviously you're burning extra calories while that happens. Or some fucking bollocks, I don't know. Are you on the creatine and all that nonsense?
I'm on the protein powder. I can't have whey because it's milk.
Oh yeah, of course it is. Is that creatine then? Is that whey?
That's pure protein, or not pure protein, but it's protein. The creatine is something different, but I'm not in any of that stuff. That stuff for like proper bodybuilders, and when you're trying to get like 5% body fat and stuff like that, it's like
I could do with doing some of that. Then is that what you're saying? Have a few beers, have some creatine, get your body fat down.
not quite how it works, but no.
Shit. The walk home from the pub not enough, no?
Sure, that's going to work off the 5 Guinnesses that I've drank on.
Yeah. What about the chicken kebab that you have on the way home as well? So there's a little bit of extra exercise there. You have to like balance it on the way home.
Yeah.
Might have to take a few extra steps left to right occasionally.
Turns 1,000 steps into like 3,000, just wobbling on.
Same distance covered in terms of Google Maps.
But yeah, no, it's alright. I'm back again tomorrow morning. 8:15. I've got a class in the morning. Wait, lift club.
Lift club.
Lift club. I might go for a swim after.
What's the first rule of lift club?
Lift weights. Lift.
So you obviously can talk about it then.
I can talk about it. But no, it's good. Yeah. But like, yeah, it's the last club. It's the last clubs before Christmas, and they're absolutely rammed. And I'm like, this is what it's going to be like after Christmas.
Imagine what it's going to be like. You might get a week's grace. Like next weekend might be okay. It's New Year, isn't it? New Year. After New Year, everyone's like, I must go to the gym and burn off these extra fucking pounds that I've put on.
Yeah.
New year, new me. For the next month at least.
So I'm like getting into clubs and stuff is relatively easy at the moment. Sometimes there's like 1 or 2 people waiting, but
you're allowed trainers in your clubs, aren't you? The clubs that you go to. That's how you're allowed in. Have you got trainers on, sir? Yeah. All right, you can come in.
Yeah, you gotta wait while all the pretty girls go in first.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
But yeah, talking to people like after New Year, it's fucking nightmares. Like 20 people waiting on the list to go into clubs and stuff. It's like you've got to book.
Your name's not down. You're not coming in.
No, that's it. Yeah, on some of them, they do actually have people like ticking people off.
They actually have a bouncer at the fucking gym.
Basically, yeah. Because some of the clubs are so popular.
The trainers that go to the gym should look like bouncers after being spending all that time in the gym.
Yeah.
I wouldn't look like a bouncer. Well, maybe. Actually, to be fair, I'm a bit short, but quite a few bouncers definitely have a bit of timber going on. Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that, that's about it for me this week. I've not really been up to much working, sleeping.
I went to the quiz. I forgot about that. Went to the boot quiz was back on.
The boot.
We dragged my son out. He's not been at school this week or last week. But we dragged him out to the boot quiz. He contributed. Our quiz name was Jingle My Balls. And after the first round of marking, we were level with Quiz on My Face. So it was Jingle My Balls and Quiz on My Face was the point scorers. So there we go. That went quite well. We did not win.
Is that joint? Is that joint top or joint
No,
bottom?
we definitely. Somewhere in the middle. I don't know.
Right.
We didn't win the quiz, and we didn't win the money, the extra bonus money. Can't remember what that was now. We've been invaded at the quiz. It's been annoying. We had a good run at the quiz. We was competitive, but now the fucking jolly boys from the local club have turned up at the boot. They've discovered the boot quiz, so now they've won 2 months in a row. Not
when you say the Jolly Boys from the club,
Jolly Boys
what?
is literally their fucking quiz name. They win all the fucking quizzes they go in, generally.
Right.
Ken the Postie doesn't play for the Jolly Boys, by the way. He's a rogue. If they had Ken the Postie, they'd be on University Challenge, except obviously they're way too old to be at university. They could do Only Connect probably. They could probably win that. I don't really know how that works. I haven't watched it in ages. I know it's really fucking hard. But yeah.
Yes.
They need to fuck off. Nice lads, all of them. One's even a Luton fan. He's a fellow sufferer. But yeah, they need to fuck off. Give us a chance of winning the quiz again. There was another team. They only won by half a point again. 2 months in a row, they've won by half a point. So there's another fucking team of dickheads that have turned up who are good. And I know, like they know. I've talked about the extra round they have, the extra question they have after the quiz, where it's like a nearest. They've stopped it. You used to have to get it bang on to get the money.
Right.
Now it's like a nearest the bull thing.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we have those.
Which is quite annoying because there's never any like mega rollovers anymore. And also, we are convinced there's a team that fucking cheats. Right. Because you have to be up. You have to hand your answer in, and whoever hands the correct answer in first wins. Right? Or nearest now wins.
Yeah.
But the team that keeps winning always hand their answer in last, suspiciously. They're always the farthest away from the fucking bar. And we're all like, I remember the first month, right? They obviously didn't twig. The first month, they thought they'd won, but that was still in the you had to get it exactly correct moments. Right. And they announced the answer, and there was a big fucking cheer from the team who'd obviously put a deliberately close answer, but not the absolutely correct answer to fucking win. And then they didn't win the money that month because you had to be bang on the fucking money. Right. But for some reason, they've changed it to nearest the ball, and they've won. Again. The fucking cheating wankers. But, you know, who are they cheating? No one but themselves. And everybody else, because they're not getting any fucking, because they're winning all the fucking money. Fucking cheats never prosper on my arse. Anyway, I'm angry. Don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh, well. It's a good night out, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not, we don't go to win. We just get out of the pub and get out of the house. Out of the pub.
Out of the pub, back into the pub.
Slight slip there. Yeah. To spend a little bit of time away from the house and not constantly down the pub. I don't go down the pub very often. I've literally been like twice this week. I deserved it after today anyway. I walked home. Today, I phoned my wife as I was leaving work. Do I need to get anything from Tesco's? Blah, 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 blah. No, 10-minute conversation to say, no, you don't need to get anything. And then I was like, I was thinking about popping into the club on the way home for a beer because I'm just going to walk home from work. And she was like, I was thinking about maybe we could meet at the Hare. I was like, yeah, fine. The Hare's reopened this week. New owners, etc. Well, it's less local than the club because the club is literally like I could probably throw a stone and hit the club from my house. It would be quite a long throw, but I reckon I could do it on a good day.
with a
So-
wind behind you.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit uphill as well, so yeah, maybe if I stood on my roof, but I'd stand a better
Yeah.
chance. But I ain't getting up there to do that. It's a bit dangerous. Maybe we could just lob it out of the skylight. I don't know. Anyway, slight sidetrack. So yeah, we met at the hair on the way home, and I said I was just going to take a slow walk because my son wanted to wash his hair and all this nonsense before, and I was literally about 20 meters from the pub, and I was like, looked on my phone, see the Find My. I was like, my son's still at home. What the fuck have they been doing? I've been walking so slow, and they're still at home. So I found them. I'm like, are you coming down the pub? Yeah, we just left. So for fuck's sake, how does it take 20 minutes to wet your fucking hair? Anyway, so we went down the pub and had a few beers. And he's fucking round in the hair. Yeah. So, yeah. Fair play to the new owner. I know the guy from years ago. He used to work at Tesco's as well. But he has another job, but he's now running the local pub as well. So, yeah.
Very nice.
Good luck to him, because fucking hell, that's a hard life running a pub these days. So,
Yeah, there's not a lot of money in it.
Yeah.
Long hours.
exactly.
You don't actually get paid yourself.
I guess you'd do it for the love. And hopefully no one smashes your pub up because they get too pissed. But I'm sure that won't happen. It's a lovely area. Loads of sensible people who only drink a small amount of beverages.
You want to be buying the food. That's
Well,
where
they
all
do
the money-
food. They do food. We had some
That's
bites.
where all the money gets made.
We had some bites tonight. We had some pork belly bites. I didn't eat any of those because they had sesame seeds on, so I was a bit like, give them a miss. They had
But
some,
sticky. Were they sticky?
I think, Korean
Like Chinese.
Korean
style? Oh,
pork belly bites. Yeah, Korean
Yeah.
barbecue.
Mm. Sounds good.
Some potato skins, which was literally like a whole jacket of potato, but in half, obviously.
Yeah.
And then some prawns, some ribs, some chips. I can't remember. It's like free for £13 if you buy 3 snacks. I don't know.
Oh,
So
okay.
we obviously bought 6.
Mm.
You know, we
That's
like to give our money to other people. So
And not cook.
yeah, well, we did that as well. To be fair,
Right.
my wife had
Well,
already
I haven't
cooked.
had a proper meal.
She cooked a whole chicken before, and I was like telling her how to work out the timer thing that turns the oven off after however many minutes you put it on for, so it didn't like just sit in the oven for 3 hours while we were down the pub. But yeah, she did it well. She worked out that my instructions were correct.
Mm.
So yeah, we did.
You're the only person I've ever known to ever use the cooker timer.
Really?
Yeah.
I've used that. I don't use it very often, honestly, but it's like, well, whatever. What better excuse is there to use your kitchen off, the oven off timer than to go to the pub? And
I'd be so worried I've
burn
not
your dinner.
set it right.
My wife
yeah.
was definitely like, asked me about 100 times, like, is this? And I'm like, yes, do that. She was like, shall I set it for after? I was like, no, set it for 20 minutes because the oven literally will still be hot for a good like 10, 15 minutes after at least.
Yeah.
With you not opening the door. So yeah. Anyway, what an exciting story. That waffled on far too long.
Was the chicken good?
It was actually pretty good. Had a wing, had a leg, and thigh, and I ate some chicken too. Anyway,
Very nice.
shall we move on? We got anything else to gibber about?
No, I went out last weekend
Ooh.
on a night out with my mates. Usual Christmas outing.
Not a work do.
10 of us.
Ooh.
Not a work do. No.
You've got that many friends?
Well, I know them.
Okay.
I'm invited
It's
out.
good enough.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, just went and met up in a harvester.
Oh,
Had some food.
I haven't had harvester
to
for a
start
while.
with. And then made our way into town. I made it to about 2 pubs and then was very drunk.
You're
And
such a lightweight these days, Dave.
I know.
Is this in the Hampton? Is that what you call
Yeah, in
it?
no, I wouldn't call it no.
Makes it sound a bit posh.
Then we go downtown. No, I started at 5:30,
Well, that is an
and
early
then
start, to be fair.
it was about 12:30.
Oh,
I was
it's
like,
good going.
I'm done now. I think the others went to the
Were you
casino.
on the
I was
neck
like,
oil? Oh, mate, dangerous going to the casino after being out since
I
5:30 in the
I
evening.
try, yeah, I try and make a swift exit when the casino gets announced. Um, no, what was I drinking? I was just drinking ale, like proper ale. So lots of different ones.
Doing a
But
little
yeah,
like half pinters, were you? Like testing a
no,
few out.
I do. I like the dark ones, so I make sure
What, like, are you a Doom
it's
Bar fan? Do you like Doom Bar?
yeah, yeah.
I see
Because
you
I've had
nicking
them
some
pull it
Doom
before.
Bars.
Yeah, I like a Doom bar. But I've had them.
That's an amber ale for the uninitiated.
I
believe.
know the Doom bar's not an
It
amber
says
ale.
amber ale on the fucking can.
It's not an amber ale.
Why
It's a
would they call
dark
it an
ale.
amber ale?
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I like them. I like something with a bit of taste, and nobody nicks my beer.
Because now
'Cause
everyone else hates it.
yeah. Yeah. So but yeah, no, I
What's
had
the
a good
dark?
night.
Do you like Bass?
Yep.
Do you like a pint of Bass?
Pint of
Yeah, I used to
Bass.
like a pint of Bass.
What
It
else?
was a
Oh, I
big
can't
yell.
remember.
Is that? I think Luton might have scored. Oh yeah, Sumu says 1-1 in the chat. I just heard a big roar from upstairs from my wife.
But I thought I lost my wallet in the taxi. Because I don't really remember getting out of the taxi. But obviously I ended up at home in bed. So I spent most of Sunday thinking, oh shit, I've put it down somewhere. No, I haven't put it down. I've lost it. Like searching all over the house. Called the taxi rank. Asked if the driver
Taxi
didn't want.
rank.
Or the
See if a taxi
company.
rank has a fucking number.
A taxi number. It was a private hire. So the
Fancy.
taxi one. It was just an app on my phone. It's like taxi now, and they come and pick you up.
Oh.
And then I'd found out that the missus put it in my drawer where I never put any because she saw it and thought I'll put it somewhere nice and safe for David,
so that I know where it is and no one else does.
Pretty much, and yeah, and then she was out all Sunday, and I was like,
how many hours did you spend either A, thinking about it, or B, looking for it?
About good 8 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
I was literally.
And when she comes home, she's like, "Did you not do the washing up?" You're like, "No, I've been looking for my fucking wallet all day."
I was like, I've done something really stupid. I've lost my wallet, and I'm just about going to cancel everything. It's like, oh, put it in your drawer. So, why? Yeah. Never mind.
Hey ho.
So it wasn't lost, and yeah, not that it had any cash in it.
Have you ever thought about putting one of those detector tags in your wallet? You can get cards, can't you? That literally look like,
I never lose my wallet.
card.
I've never lost my wallet.
Well,
before,
you just did the other day.
Ever. Yeah.
Except you didn't lose it, obviously.
I didn't know. It was moved on my behalf. That was a really annoying thing. Is I've never misplaced my phone. I've never lost my wallet. I've never lost the key.
So emotionally attached to my phone that I'd never lose it. It's like the one thing, like, oh, I say I'm not gonna. I shouldn't say that, should I? It's like you constantly go, no matter how fucked you are in any mental state, you're like, check your box. I've got my phone. Fine, I'm okay. I've got my fucking phone. Nothing can go wrong.
And when that doesn't happen, you're like, oh no!
So, where the fuck is
immediate,
yeah.
Sumu saying something about the football. You might be able to.
He says 2-1. I'm hoping that means that we're winning because maybe that was tied in with the roar from upstairs. That means we're actually winning a fucking game for once because we have been shit for quite a while.
No.
Well, we are winning, but there's time. Yeah, it's 92nd minute. We scored. You'd hope that we fucking win that game, but I'm not convinced we will. Anyway,
Luton can always snatch
defeat from the jaws. Yes, quite good at that, I have to say. Anyway, we've done football. My girl, slight extension. My daughter's boyfriend, he's a Luton fan. He actually goes to the games. Sure, there's something wrong with him.
Well, it's with your daughter is a glutton for punishment, isn't it?
I'm not saying a word.
I heard how she was speaking to you before the podcast.
Yeah. Before any recording was done, Dave could hear me and my daughter talking. So, yeah, he knows. He knows how much I suffer. Anyway, we've been waffling for quite a long time, and it's Christmas time, so we should probably talk about some Christmas games, or just normal games that we play in near Christmas.
I haven't been playing any Christmas themed. Well, one had some Christmas theme actually. That's like for Christmas.
No seasonal updates to any games that you play.
One game, but
Ooh.
we can talk about.
Ooh. Oh, I guess I know which one that is.
Yeah.
The most expensive video game on the planet probably has a seasonal element to it, I would imagine, at the moment.
Yes. Surprisingly enough.
Good. Got to keep them players.
Mm.
Right then, where do we start?
Start with you.
Me? Oh,
yeah.
I played a free-to-play game with my son and on my own, and he's played quite a bit of it on his own. It's a soccer game.
Ooh.
Or if you're in anywhere outside of the United States, a football game. UFL. I don't even know what it stands for.
Is this like sensible soccer, but
no. This is like FIFA / EA Sports FC, but free to play. Remember that? Oh, there was PES as well. What did PES call?
Yeah, PES. Yeah.
eFootball. That's called, isn't it nowadays? That's the. That's free to play as well, but not as good as it used to be on PES when it was PES, and you have to pay money for it. But UFL is a new football game.
Okay.
As I said, it's free to play, and it is available
on a mobile device,
on Xbox and PlayStation. I don't think it's on anything else. It's definitely not on PC, as far as I'm
aware. Okay.
Well, as I said, it's free to play. However, I suspect it might be a little bit pay to win.
Right.
Because obviously free to play, you got to get that. You know, if you want it to last, I guess you need to be. It's got a lot. You know, if it's going to have any longevity, you've got to get the monetization correct. Because obviously, it needs to make enough money to keep going, but not be and obviously not be obnoxiously pay to win for everyone to just go, fuck this, I'm not paying 150 quid to have any half decent chance of winning a game.
Yeah.
So I don't really know where this fits on that scale.
I'm just going to correct you quickly.
Okay.
UFL is on Steam.
Oh, is it? Really?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's cross-play then with the consoles, because I've literally been playing it on my PS5, and all I've seen is PlayStation players.
Right.
As opponents.
It's not released yet on Steam. It will be released shortly.
Not, so it's only available on Xbox and PlayStation.
It's only available at the moment. It's going to be released shortly.
Okay, well, maybe if it's a level playing field, it could be time for a decent-ish football game to land on the PC, because I think versions of FIFA in the past on PC have been inferior to the console versions, because they've always been like the previous year's version. Say it's like FIFA 20. It's been like on the PC. It's been like FIFA 19 with some updates to like the rosters and stuff. It's been the old engines. It's always, I don't know why, but EA had always chosen to basically make the PC version shitter than the fucking console version. Anyway, that's enough about EA. This is a different game. This is, I don't know who makes this game. I should probably have checked that out. It's a bit weird, obviously, because it's free to play. So you start off and you're given the chance of creating. It's a bit like the Ultimate Team game from FIFA / EA Sports. Right. So you get when you start the game, you have to create your team, and you are
you
given.
just buy Ronaldo and
No,
have
well, you don't get to buy Ronaldo. Anyway, he's about 50 now, so he was buying Ronaldo. Ronaldo is an extremely good player because he is the face of UFL. So obviously in the game he's fucking brilliant, I guess.
That's right.
The most expensive player that I've seen to purchase on the marketplace is actually Jude Bellingham. He was 240 million CP, whatever the currency is, which is earnable currency. But there's two, these games, free to play. Obviously, you need about 20 different currencies to earn during the game or pay for. So there's a multitude of things you can buy. There are the coin packs, effectively. There's CP packs to buy, which you can use to buy players on the marketplace. And you can use to buy other things, like maybe skins or stuff like that for your team, stadiums, etc., etc. Then there's another premium currency called LP. Fuck knows what that stands for. It's you use that to buy like a battle pass, inverted commas, that you can work through during a season. However long that lasts, 60 to 90 days, I assume. This initial season is sponsored by Adidas. I don't know. Oh, Strikers Inc. is the name of the company that makes the game, by the way. I could just see that on the stream. I'm like, oh yeah, that's something. They are the developers, I believe. And yeah, so Adidas are sponsoring. I don't know if they're constantly going to be involved, but in the Battle Pass, you can unlock like loads of Adidas football boots, the different types of football boots that you can apply to your team, Predators, Coppers, and the F50s or whatever, and all that bollocks. And then there's other currencies that you earn that you can then trade in for other currencies. It's just, it's that usual mess of currencies that comes with free to play, because obviously they need you to buy money. There's a purchase of £88 for a multitude of currencies, which still wouldn't get you Jude Bellingham, I don't believe.
Right.
So, that says a bit about how much money you could spend on this game. If you just wanted to go out and get a really good team initially, you'd probably need to spend about fucking $1,000 probably to just get enough currencies to just go and buy. But they kind of, there's like a, to be able to buy.
That's what this the FIFA's been doing on.
Yeah, but there's like this. In this game, like there's two things you need. Like to buy a Jude Bellingham, you need the CP, but there's also an RP rating that you need to have. So, but the RP means it's like the RP, as your squad quality increases, your RP increases. So there are players basically on the marketplace that you just can't buy until your entire squad value is raised to be able to like go, oh, now you're eligible to spend all this fucking CP on another player. So in a way that's good because it prevents people from just going, like,
buying the best
being
player
able to buy the best player straight away. But I guess if you literally like buy enough coin, you can just gradually build up the RP of your squad by buying slightly lesser good players than Jude Bellingham's of this world to then get enough RP. Because the RP, as far as I can work it out, is based on the overall strength of your team in rating.
Right.
So it could be pretty fucking obnoxious money-wise if you wanted to. But as a football game, it plays a bit like FIFA as far as it's like it's like free FIFA. Oh yeah, I guess. My son spent £100 on FIFA last year to get the Ultimate Edition with some fucking Ultimate Team bollocks.
Right.
But like basically to me, as a little bit. Obviously, I don't
football games.
I don't play FIFA, EA Sports, all that all the time. But I was like, this feels like a modern football game to me, a modern football video game. So it's all right if you're not going to fucking get sucked into spending hundreds of pounds on it.
So how much has your boy spent on this so
He
far?
hasn't spent any because he's on the PlayStation. He doesn't have money on the PlayStation.
Not yet.
Not
Dad,
yet. No. No, he
that's
keeps
some
saying,
PlayStation money.
"Oh, this is shit. This is shit. The passing shit. This is shit." I'm like, honestly, I hear you say exactly the same thing when you're playing fucking FIFA. So how the fuck do I know?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
your shit.
this game sucks. I'm like, yes, that's exactly what you say when you're playing FIFA. So I don't know. I look at it and go, it's got all the little, like, if you press the right stick and tap it this way, tap it that way, it does little fucking tricks and stuff like that. He played me the first game. It's like he was like, he won 6-2 in the first game. And I was like, he was giving it the big one, and I was like, literally, mate, you play FIFA fucking non-stop fucking months. I haven't played a football game in fucking years. Don't give it the big one over me, beating me 6-2. He was like, he's like, after he went 3-2 up, he started giving it the fucking rainbow flick and flicking it over his head from behind. I was like, oh, right, okay, I don't know how to do that. He's like, it's the same as it is in FIFA. I was like, oh, good, I haven't played that in about fucking 20 years. So
I remember playing my nephew. He must have been about 12, 13, and playing him on FIFA, and he literally done a keepy up his with one player all the way down the pitch and scored. And I was like, what the fuck? It was just a mad combination. Just I was like, yeah, all right, okay.
Yeah. You're like,
That's how it is, isn't it?
Give him a slap.
So yeah. So I think I had about five players sent off after that, and I was like, I seem to have forfeited the game for some reason.
Yeah. Anyway, it's bizarrely got this tagline. It's called UFL, and it says "fair to play" underneath it. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? It's like, it doesn't seem that fair, honestly. It's like, if you wanted to, you could definitely just spend a shitload of money and make it not fair to play at all. But
I'm guessing you must be, if you're playing in the wild, you're going to be ranked against other
it's ranked.
players.
There's like ranked, there's casual, and then you can actually just play. Like I say, we and my boy just played on the same console, so you can. It's free to play, and you can just play an all right game of online just fucking local play PvP. Yeah. So it's like, it's all right as far as I'm concerned, and like from that perspective, if you haven't played a football game in fuck knows how long, and you don't really want to spend fucking 60 quid, although it's that time of the year where FIFA's available for about 20 quid. It's not called FIFA. I keep calling it FIFA. Everyone calls it FIFA, even though it's not called FIFA anymore. But the EA game.
It's always EA like football game.
It's always half price about a month after it comes out. But yeah. Yes. Anyway, UFL. If you like a bit of footy, but you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, it's all right as far as I can tell. So I don't play the other game, so who knows? An unexpert opinion on this podcast. Shock. So Dave, what you got?
I've been playing some more Dungeon Crawler. How
many have you had?
I'm on my second.
Dungeon Crawler, I think.
Yes. Yeah, that's the way you say it. So that makes you sound drunk.
Does it?
Yes.
Does it make me sound drunk? Because I am.
It does. Crawler. Yeah. I thought I'd put this game down, but I haven't because it's so fun.
You were playing it loads.
Yeah. It's great on the Steam Deck.
So
I've been mainly playing it on the Steam Deck this week.
This week you have been mainly playing Dungeon Crawler on your Steam Deck. Let me say.
Yes, that's the. Yeah, it's brilliant. Works great on it. The controls are fantastic. There is sometimes a little bit of slowdown.
Like the video that I was playing that I'd accidentally paused.
Not that much of a slowdown.
Why is it starts moving?
But yeah, very happy with it. I've completed it a few times on nightmare mode. with various different characters. I'm thinking I might complete it with all characters on Nightmare mode. That's my next.
That's your next like aim, is it? Your like
Yep.
goal that you're going to set
Yep.
yourself.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, it's still not out yet, is it? 100% 1.0.
No,
so...
it's in early access. Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
So yeah. I'm playing that.
Cool.
I'm thinking about Game of the Year stuff at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Is it? Yes.
You think that could be in your top 5?
It might be.
Spoilers.
But I'm literally just looking at my Steam replay.
Have you been making a list? Oh yeah, have you got your Steam year in review? Where does it rank? Is it hitting your top 5 played?
Let's have a look. I'm literally going down. I don't think it does. Hang on a second.
Thing is, I've played quite a bit of games that aren't. Well, I had my Steam year in review, and it was. There was 3 games. The top 3 were. Well, one of them was not the top one wasn't Elden Ring, which was a bit of a shock. I was like, really?
Okay.
I feel like I played that quite a lot last year. Honestly, now I'm thinking about it, I can't actually remember what another one was. Number 2 was Elden Ring, and number 3 was Balatro. But that was. Oh God, what the fuck was it anyway? Anyway, I'm not going to go.
I think we need to have Fraser on. This is going to be like end of year stuff, I think.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Well, maybe the next show will be the last show of this year, assuming
it will.
Unless this is the last show of this year and we don't do one next week.
I'm up for doing one next week.
I'm available. I'm like back to shitty normal hours next week, according to my rota, apart from Boxing Day. Right. So I won't be fucking extremely knackered next week, hopefully. And I might have actually played a few more video games. But yeah, we should probably get back to talking about what we've been playing.
Yeah,
we're getting slightly sidetracked. Yeah. You better go. You better go again, Dave, because you've got a bit more.
Yeah, I got a few. Widget Inc. You put a video on that.
Am I getting a video up for this?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm playing more of it. I'm addicted to it. I can just put it on.
You're a terrible person, Dave. You're a terrible person.
It's so easy to play. I'm not actually playing it most of the time. It's just on. It just says it's playing. I'm not the amount of actual playing.
Is that what you tell your boss? Is that what you tell your boss?
Yeah. It's very so the attention that it needs is so low. It's brilliant that I just put it on and it does it there, and I'm working away or I'm doing other bits and bobs on the other side. But yeah, so Widget Inc. If you hate life and you're like you can just get addicted to anything, Widget Inc. is brilliant.
It's a good clicker game, is it? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, for the first
or an
a little while, and then
it
just plays itself. Pretty much. There is some stuff that you do, but
it's an occasional clicking, largely idle.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It's like these all just remind me of Farmville. All these games.
In Farmville, you actually had to do quite a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but then you didn't. Then once you'd done all of the stuff, there was nothing to do until you had to basically wait like several hours. I better set an alarm for fucking 6 hours when my corn crops are ready. I'm like, my wife used to do it. I didn't fucking play Farmville. I just like to put that out there. I wasn't playing that. My wife was doing it a lot, and I'm like, mate, you got a problem. You tell me about me playing video games. This is a problem.
I almost picked up Farming Sim again this week. It's like, no, cannot.
Yeah. I've not played that.
God, it's good. It's really good. But I do that's another one I do get addicted to. But I'll talk about my actual game that I want to talk about.
Go on then.
Blops 6.
Okay. I didn't know where we were going. What have you been doing on the COD?
Just Nuketown for
Just
30 hours. No,
Nuketown.
no, not really. No, no. Um, I've been playing. I've been playing just multiplayer. I haven't done Warzone or Zombies or anything.
Have you not played the campaign?
No.
Yeah, the campaign's all right. You should play the campaign.
Right. Okay. Okay. Maybe I should. No, just been playing multiplayer, doing the rotation of all the game modes, and I think I've prestiged twice this week, which tells you I've been
By the
putting
way,
a
if
lot of
anyone's
time into it.
if anyone is watching, I am playing the campaign video, not the multiplayer video.
Okay. Oh, I've played that map, but not in multiplayer.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh, I don't think I've played this in multiplayer. I've definitely played it in single player quite a bit because this is your hub, your base.
Oh, is it? Oh, there you go.
That's where now you know where it came from. When
Yeah.
you're playing the multiplayer.
And yeah, just really enjoying it. Just I'm using all the weapons now, not just the
Not just the
XM4.
M4, yeah, XM4,
Yeah.
the classic. The initial gun that you get at the beginning that basically is the best
Yep.
gun in the fucking game. Once you realise.
I've unlocked a shotgun with dragon rounds, which is very fun. Oh, it's so fun. And I've upgraded it to have a really tight pellet, not a single slug, but a tight pellet. Spread. Oh, it's so good. I just love walking around a corner and literally blowing somebody away in one shot, and it's just like it's the most satisfying thing. So my favorite gun now is the shotgun.
Which one are you using? Because there's multiples, I assume. There's one that's like a pump action, is it?
That's the one. Yeah. Oh, it's so fun. Yeah.
I really like the best shotgun I think I've ever used. I think it's PUBG, which is a game I absolutely hate nowadays. But there's the one that's like a repeating shotgun. And you just like bang, 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 bang. And you can shoot off like so many fucking rounds really quick. But with the one in COD, doesn't shoot that quick.
No,
unless you get some
I have
sort of
unlocked
perk.
I have unlocked one that you can do that with. I think it's a repeating shotgun. Yeah, but I haven't actually used that. But I just like the pump action one. I have a lot of fun with it.
Oh, I found it takes way too long between shots.
Can do
to be actually used.
It's got to be good.
Or maybe it's just because I'm shit.
Just got to shoot and kill him first shot,
Yeah.
and then when you see somebody actually duck behind the corner.
Yeah, you want to hope you don't see too many people in one go because they're.
Oh yeah, there's definitely times you walk around the corner and go,
shit,
mistakes have been made. But yeah, like Black Ops 6. Why not? Why isn't everyone playing at the moment? It's
because there's about a billion other games that you could be playing at the moment. I guess
it's it is the best game at the moment.
Is it? Is it though?
If you like that kind of game.
What if you like multiplayer shooters, first person?
Yeah.
I played another first-person shooter game in the last week. Not as much as I probably would have done if I hadn't been extremely fucking knackered all week. We've been playing a bit of Hunt Showdown.
Have they gone Christmassy?
No, we've gone circusy. No. Is circus a Christmas thing? Don't feel like it is. When do you have circuses? In the summer?
In the summer, yeah. High tops and
yeah. High tops, big tops. I think they call.
Yeah.
High tops is something else, isn't it?
That might be a drumming reference.
It could be, or some boots. I don't know. They're like, is that like Jordans? Big Jordans, high tops? Are they?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know what I'm talking about anymore. Anyway,
so it's gone circusy.
Yeah, so there's the circus that you visit, and there's occasionally a bear boss and lots of other people. Not played loads, played a bit, finished all my challenges for week 1 with Griffo the other night. He's been hankering, he keeps messaging me a couple of times this week, and he's messaged me to play, and I'm like, I'm just too fucking knackered and I need to go to bed. Otherwise I'll be up all night playing Hunt, and I'll be, because I know what I'm like. Once you're in, like I'm really tired, and I'm like, if I start playing that, then it's just like
you're up.
it's
right.
fully on adrenaline. You're fucking wired,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, now I'm up fucking awake for the next 3 hours. I don't really need that when I've got a busy day at work. But I'm off tomorrow, so it could be Hunt Showdown night.
How come you wangled a day off?
On a fucking Saturday. That's my day off. It's going to be one of the worst Saturdays ever. But I'm glad I'm not in tomorrow. But I am going to pay for it on Sunday because I'm in Sunday. So there we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hunt Showdown is. There was been a bit of a fix. A hot fix went in. I don't think I've played since the hot fix because we had the circus brought along a weapon that you could buy in the match called the Shredder. Ooh, everything's gone very slow for you, Dave. There you go.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what it is. It's working again now. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. So there's a weapon that you can purchase in the Big Top area if you have enough pledge marks called the Shredder. I ain't used it, but they upped the price of the Shredder from 5 pledge marks to 9. So 9 pledge marks is the most you can have at any one point. So you basically have to do certain things to get enough of these pledge marks to be able to buy this gun. Because I'd guess it's a bit overpowered.
Do some juggling.
Do some throwing knives.
Spin some plates. Yeah.
Like crack the whip a few times at some bears or something. Or like, I don't know, get an elephant to stand on its hind legs and maltreat it for multiple years and that sort of stuff.
Oh, you've gone dark. You've gone too dark. Too dark.
No, I don't know. I don't go to the circus.
Happy fun time.
I don't go to the circus because I feel like it's a sad place for everyone involved, other than the people who are
animal cruelty.
Honestly, circus is shit. Sorry, everyone who works in a circus. Bit shit though.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm gonna get wet with a bucket. Oh no, it's full of confetti. Fuck off.
You're not supposed to be actually one of the clowns, you know. You can just.
They do that to the crowd. They throw it into the. Well, I've definitely been like showered with confetti. It wasn't just on my wedding day.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, not a mad circus fan, but I do like what they've done with the game. For the circus theme in the game is pretty good, and
yeah, adds something extra.
Yeah, they have to keep it interesting, but they definitely have made a few missteps over the last sort of 6 months, probably for the regular
UI.
Yeah. But they keep fixing stuff. Well, honestly, it was shit before the UI because it had become massively convoluted and massive. Because it was a way more complicated to get through all the menus than it was initially because they added so much stuff to the game over the 6 years or whatever it had been out beforehand.
Yeah.
So it needed an overhaul. They just fucked it up when they did that and made it shit.
Yeah.
But it was shit before anyway.
Pandering to
the console people, yeah, because they wanted some of that sweet console money. Because I think they probably saturated their PC audience, and that was definitely a market they could have gone for, is the console market. And it's on Game Pass. So, you can play it for free if you've got Game Pass, but also you can buy microtransactions. Quite a common theme with Game Pass games, I believe. Anyway, I better not waffle on about it too much. But yeah, still playing Hunt Showdown. Not played as much as I probably would have liked to. Because I actually think they've added, like, every event that comes around, they have a similar versions of the perks that they've had before. But this time it's all like, oh, they've just thrown in a whole load of new stuff. It's actually switched it up quite a lot. So it takes a bit of getting used to, and by the time you get used to it, the season's over and it all goes back to normal for a few weeks until the new season. So it's cool. It's interesting. Dave, you're next.
I've played a game that was free. Is free? Ooh. Was free?
Not anymore.
Epic. Oh, yeah. But if you picked it up, like millions of the other games that you do, actually try and play this one because The Lord of the Rings: Return to Mora. Is that right?
Moria.
Moria. It's actually a really good game.
Is this an RPG?
This is a it's not a tree punching simulator, but it's
Oh,
yeah, it's kind of like an RPG, but also you've got to collect things, build things, um,
that's an
navigate.
RPG these days.
Yeah,
You do that shit in The
yeah.
Witcher and everything else, don't you? You go around and fucking
Um,
pick up some fucking flowers while you're doing it. Elden Ring
yeah,
does that shit. You
right,
fucking do that in
right.
Elden Ring.
But yeah, I've played for half hour, 45 minutes of it. I found an abandoned not warehouse,
Whorehouse?
work. uh,
Shit. Yeah, whorehouse if it's abandoned, to be fair.
yeah, just a house. Um, a workshop. That's the word that I was
Right.
looking for. And I've built a furnace, and now I've gone out and I've mined some iron, and I've turned that
I'm
into
watching the video.
ingots.
It literally is like using a pickaxe to smash through make a tunnel basically in some dirt. And
Yeah,
oh, it's
yeah,
the tutorial.
yeah. This is the tutorial. But yeah,
Probably
it's good.
collected a load of ore I hadn't noticed he was doing it while
Yeah,
smashing
yeah.
away through that tunnel, so he can make some weapons or something
So
in a forge when you finally build or find one.
yeah, I think he's coming up to the forge now.
It's all there.
Yeah, but it's really good actually.
Is it like
It's really
it's a
well.
bit of Valheim-y?
Yes, yeah, a
Can
little
you
bit. You can
craft your
craft weapons
yeah
and
and
craft shields
accommodation?
and yes. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I know where I'm at is that I've basically completed the tutorial, found a workshop, upgrading the workshop, mined all the materials for it, and I'm sort of going through that process. You make your own food on the furnace, and you got to cook it, and it's down.
You
It's
have stamina.
the time thing. Yes, you do. Yeah. So it's an online. You can have it. You can play it offline, or you can have it online, co-op, and people can come into your
Is
game.
it a
Mm,
MMORPG?
no, it's not
Oh, okay.
always online. You can play it offline, or you can play
But
it
it can be an
online.
MMORPG though.
It's an online co-op game.
Is
Yeah.
it? So there are
It's
people that you can interact with if you go online, or are they just wandering around like ghosts,
no.
like they are in
You
Elden Ring or Dark Souls?
you create. I'm not that I was saying. You create your world, and you can invite people in.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can play co-op. But
Okay.
it's not a permanent online, not like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It's not a permanent online
Well, yeah.
cooperative game. No, it's actually really good. I did look at it when it first came out, but
Yeah, I
it was
think this
never at
is
a price
one of
point.
those that has actually all right reviews on, as far as I'm
Yeah,
aware.
yeah, it's really good reviews when I looked at it. But yeah, it was just never. I don't know. It
It didn't
never hit the mark for me.
capture the
No,
imagination of the populace at large.
no. But
Anyway,
yeah, played it.
I don't know if I claimed it. I can't remember. I might have claimed it. I don't know.
No,
Is
I
it
don't even know.
cross-platform play with Steam if you're on Epic? Do you know? Or
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
okay,
Um,
I'm not gonna dig you out for that. You can't know everything. You can't know everything.
no. So it's 13 quid on Steam at the moment.
Okay.
So,
And how are those
if you,
reviews looking on Steam? Are we a very or an overwhelmingly?
very positive.
Okay, that's all right. That's
Not
all right.
overwhelmingly.
It's not overwhelmingly, but
Uh,
it's not positive. It's very.
Wait, yes. Try and make it bloody complicated.
That's the scale that it goes. It goes mostly negative. I don't know what the neutral one is. There a neutral? Mixed is then mixed, then positive, then very positive, then overwhelmingly positive. But overwhelmingly positive requires not just a high rating, but a large number of reviews. So a very positive reviews could be over 90% positive, but a relatively small number.
Apparently, it is cross-platform multiplayer.
Okay,
So
well done.
says the
I
Steam.
waffled enough for you to have searched that information out.
Similar to Valheim and Enshrouded.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh,
So there you go.
is Enshrouded? That's not free, is it? You have to buy it. Enshrouded.
You do
Okay.
have to buy it. I've got
So
10 hours in that. Can't remember.
Have you?
Oh no,
Hmm.
of course I did. Yeah, played that bit.
Oh. Must have been on your Steam year in review, potentially.
No.
No.
It's 10 hours doesn't even.
It doesn't.
touch
It doesn't touch fucking Widget Inc. or whatever. It's already up to about 1,000 hours. Right.
So yeah, that was the last game that I. That was the last game that I.
Oh
wanted to
yeah,
talk
you've
about.
only got 3. Okay, well, I've played loads of Gran Turismo this week in between doing all that stuff, but I'm not going to talk about that. Oh, that's enough.
Any golds, silvers, bronze?
Oh, silver's on the time trials for sports. Get a few credits, but I said I wasn't going to talk about it, Dave, but you've weaseled it out of me. I'm going to talk about it now. There's one mission. There's these things. There's a section called missions in Gran Turismo 7. Oh, I did mean to mention the arse week, but I forgot. I think it's still available. If you have a PS5, do you have a PS5?
No.
There is a My First Gran Turismo that you can download for free on PS5.
Right.
I don't know if it's on PS4. It might be on PS4 as well. But basically, it's like a mini version of Gran Turismo 7. We're literally like a really small license thing that you have to do, and a couple of tracks and stuff like that. I played it for a bit, and I was like, yeah, this is Gran Turismo if you didn't have the proper game.
Right.
So I have the proper game, so I don't need to
Yeah.
fucking play this.
Right. You can't. The license that you do in the.
They don't cross over. It's like a really small version. Blah blah blah.
Right,
It's completely separate.
Because that would be cool if it did like actually tie in with.
Yeah, I mean, if they literally did a trial version of Gran Turismo 7, that would make sense. But this is something completely separate, and that it's all different.
Yeah.
And it's very very
even doing
miniature.
something like actually just doing the licenses on Gran Turismo, like as a freebie.
Yeah.
Like that would be pretty cool.
That could entice people to spending the money to buy the full game, I guess.
Yeah.
Although, the licenses.
I should work for. I should like. Yeah.
You could make the licenses
Sony.
quite a big part of the game, because I still haven't done gold licenses for everything, and I still like this week. Literally, I've gone back and tried to do some golds on the licenses.
Right.
Because I'm like, you get, if you get all golds, then you get a little present.
Right.
At each level, and there's now, so they did all the original licenses, and then they did like super international licenses. So there's like double the amount of licenses now than there was when they first launched the game. And if you get all golds, if you get them all completed, you get a reward. But if you do them all golds, you get a better reward on top of the original.
Like a car or
usually it's like cars. Right. I don't know what cars you get because I haven't searched it. No spoilers. Don't want to know because I want that like massive disappointment when I finally do it and they give me a complete piece of shit. Here's a Honda Civic Type R that you've already owned, and like, oh, thanks.
That'd be a different muffler.
But yeah, there's a section. There's the license section. There's the normal like just track racing, and there's the sports section, and there's another one called missions, which is where it sets you like. I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 12 different things, like themed things. The very last one, all of the races, there's 10 maybe races in each thing. Every single race is like 1 hour endurance race. And I'm like, I ain't got an hour. I ain't doing that. Right. So I haven't even started. I've done one of them, which is like the MX-5, classic MX-5 one that you did in fucking Gran Turismo 1 or whatever, where you could just like bang the best racing tyres on the car, and all of a sudden you were just way faster than everybody else in the race, and you just fucking win it. Right. That's an old school Gran Turismo thing. I'm not sure that actually worked in this one.
I was more thinking of like an elastic band on the accelerator.
No. You couldn't just do that.
Riding around the.
You do actually get punished in this game for like going off track or hitting the barriers and stuff like that. Right, you get a slowdown if you fuck up and stuff like that on some of the races. Depends if they activate it in each race. It certainly works in multiplayer. Right. But anyway, the missions bit is I've done like several of the things are all gold. So it's a bit like the licenses. If you get all bronzes, you get a reward, and if you do all golds, then you get a better reward. And there's one I've done the first 5 or 6 I've done to gold, and then there's like one of the ones. There's this race. It's on Road Atlanta, and a Jaguar Group 3 racing car from like in the 90s, and it's so fucking hard. To get bronze, you have to finish 5th, I think, and I've finished 6th a few times. And the other day, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm doing it again."
Right.
And I was like, making some good progress, blah blah blah. And it's like a 20-minute race. So after the 20-minute time runs out, whatever lap you're on, the next lap is the end. And I was in 6th place with like 15 minutes gone. I was like, the time was down to about 8 seconds to first, and I was like, this is the one. I'm gonna fucking do this. And I don't know, the next lap or so, I was back up to like a 14-second gap to first. I was like, how the fuck? I've not that far off my best times, and like all of a sudden I'm miles behind. And then people come in the room and start talking.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, I've spun it 360 degrees and I'm about fucking 17, 18 seconds behind. I'm like, bollocks. So I fucking quit. I still haven't done the fucking bronze on that level. Every other mission before that on that sort of group of races, I've got gold. And this is one I can't even fucking finish to get bronze. And I'm like, it's driving me fucking mental. But there we go. I wasn't supposed to be talking about Gran Turismo, but I did. Still, I haven't done my PlayStation year in review. There's one of those available. I haven't looked at it, but I suspect there is one game. This is way ahead of every other PlayStation game that I played. That will be Gran Turismo. Because it's really fucking good if you like driving games, if you like racing games, and you like cars. It's better than Forza. Shh, don't tell anyone I said that. It's much harder is the key. You have to be fucking on it. I mean, you can make it easy by putting all the assists on, but if you turn all the assists off, it's actually quite tricky. Compared to like Forza, I feel like you can just like go around a corner and just fucking wham the accelerator on and off you go. It's fucking easy. There's like, whereas you do that in some cars on Gran Turismo, and that does not work. You just there goes the back end. I've spun a 360, smashed into the wall, and yeah, it doesn't do damage to your car or anything, but yeah, you're fucking just miles behind. So that's the difference. But yeah, the main game I have managed to keep going with this week. Didn't play loads of it, but I have been continuing with Indiana Jones, which you suspiciously haven't mentioned, Dave.
No, I haven't played it this week.
Wow. What does that mean? Does that mean you don't like it? Or is it just you?
It just means I've been playing other games.
Yes. Okay, right. Well, I spent all week mooching around Vatican City, basically.
Right.
Still, literally the last thing I did last night was finally fucking leave Vatican City and move to the next spot. But
I didn't even realise you left. Right,
I didn't actually play any of what happens next. I was like, okay, that's it. Better stop playing because I better go to bed.
Right.
But yeah, I've spent a fucking long time walking around Vatican City, taking pictures of the shit that you need to take pictures of. I did all 10 little photographs that you need to take photographs of. Found the extra disguise, which is like a fascist uniform, which means you can just wander around most of the fascist controlled areas, which are usually restricted, and just go la-di-da-di-da, no one knows who I am, and they keep talking to you,
and then like nick everything.
Yeah, well, like if you nick something, like there's like little purses around of coins, even if you're in the black it's called black shirt uniform. If you're in that uniform in like what is normally a restricted area, and there's soldiers around doing their little rounds. They say hello to you normally, but you don't say anything back to them. Whereas if you are dressed as a priest, all of the other nuns and priests say hello to you. You go, they say something in Italian to you, and you're like, bless you too, blah, 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 in the Harrison Ford voice, which isn't Harrison Ford. But if you're the black shirt, all of the soldiers talk to you, say, how you doing, buddy, or whatever, guy, or whatever, but you never respond to them. I don't know why. Anyway, but you can wander around a lot of restricted areas if you've got the black shirt uniform without getting too much aggro. It's only like the captains, which is, remember, that was a Wolfenstein thing, wasn't it? There was like...
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, there was definitely like you could walk around in disguise in that game, I swear. And there'd be like all the noddy soldiers would just basically ignore you. But the captains... Oh no, well, it might be a slightly different thing. They definitely clocked you, the captains, quicker in Wolfenstein than the normal soldiers or whatever. And they'd set off the alarm or whatever and you'd be fucked and there'd be fucking billions of soldiers coming to get you. Well, this is the same game, but it's within an Indiana Jones skin. But I'm really liking it. I don't know, I wasn't really mixed. I was enjoying it, but it was a bit like, the combat's like, I'm not shooting guns or anything, so it's a bit weird first person. But I'm actually really enjoying myself in it now, getting involved, being Indiana Jones. The first person thing is not an issue for me. It's weird, like, I'm doing loads of like Tomb Raider or Indiana Jones, like puzzle solving and stuff like that. Where
a Freudian slip if I ever heard one.
Well, it was a deliberate one. It was like, they're all obviously the Uncharted, etc. They're all inspired by the films and the stories of Indiana Jones of old. But now, and I guess, I mean, all the old Indiana Jones video games were basically like point and click adventure games, mostly.
Were they?
The one was The Fate of Atlantis was one I remember playing a lot. And it was just one of those like LucasArts video games, adventure games. It was, what was it like? What's his name? LeChuck. What's that? Fucking the pirate one.
Oh,
Monkey Island. It was
Monkey
always
Island,
something weird as fuck that you'd never think of doing that you'd need to fucking solve a problem. Whereas now this is just like a normal first person walking around, punching fascists, getting into scraps with fascists, banging them over the head with like brooms or whatever happens to be lying around. And actually, it is starting to, more I play of it, the more it starts to feel a bit like a movie of Indiana Jones. Like, because, things that they definitely references things that happen in the movies that you've seen. The more you play of it, so I really think it's really fucking good actually so far. And I've literally, like I say,
have you shot anybody yet?
I tried a bit of shooting because I banged a guy on the head and he dropped his submachine gun. I was like,
right,
ho, here we go. So I picked up the machine gun and I ran up the stairs and there was a bad guy there. And he saw me and I was like, well, I'm just going to shoot you in the head, bro. And I shot him in the head. It took quite a lot of bullets to the head for just a normal human.
Right.
For me to shoot him. Dead. And then his mate came around the corner because obviously I made a load of noise. But you pick up a gun, it's got 20 rounds of ammo in. There's no picking up ammo for some reason. Like you literally have to knock someone else down to pick up another gun with 20 more rounds in to like carry on shooting. It's not like you carry a revolver, which I've got max ammo for my revolver, and I've never shot a single shot from a revolver. I just walk around punching people, which is quite funny. Like, there's a fight you have to have with a guy. What's his name? He died recently. Fuck me. The guy from... Is it Event Horizon? Oh, God, what's his name? I can't think what his name is. He was the Candyman. What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
He died recently. I can't remember what his name is. It's fucking completely escaping me. But he's in the game. He plays a giant, and he's quite big. And you have a big fight with him, fisticuff fight, and that was quite good. I didn't shoot him with a gun. I punched him.
Right.
kept punching him and punching him and punching him. And then when I ran out of stamina, I had to kind of run away until I got my stamina back, and then punched him some more. Finally, I punched him till he fell over and didn't wake up. I didn't kill him though. Didn't kill him.
Right, you knocked him out.
Yeah, I did. Oh, he took a lot of punching, but he did finally get knocked out. But yeah, I've got to grips a bit with. I've definitely died a few times. Oh, Indiana Jones ain't supposed to die.
No.
Not when you play, not when in the films anyway. He doesn't sort of get up after dying occasionally, but he does in the video game, which is a little bit weird, I guess. But who cares? It's a video game. But yeah, I actually think it's very good from what I've played so far, and like I say, I've almost exhausted everything from the Vatican City and taken shitloads of pictures, solved loads of little puzzles. I've only a couple of cats.
Really? Okay.
Well, like I say, there was a double cat picture, and then
I
a
didn't
single
get the double
white cat picture that I remember. I don't remember any other cat pictures, but I've taken fucking loads of other pictures.
Right.
So I got a load of points which you can spend.
I don't know how these cameras did it in like the 1930s.
Well, you don't develop them. He never goes to a developer. He just suddenly has the pictures somehow.
He doesn't go to Snappy Snaps and pays like 14
He hasn't
quid.
visited Boots at any point that I've noticed.
I got my thumb over that one. Oh, that one's overexposed.
I mean, this is pre then. This is maybe the cameras were better in the 30s.
Yeah, maybe.
1930s.
30s, 40s. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it says it's based in 1937 or something like that. It's between Raiders of the Lost Ark and Temple of Doom, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, really think it's actually very good so far from what I've played. I guess there's time for that to change and me tire of. Maybe it gets repetitive, but I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's great so far, and I hope to continue playing until I finish it.
Cool.
So,
how many hours for completion does it say?
I don't know. I haven't looked, but I've spent probably way more than it says to complete the game already. Just running around the Vatican City trying to get all of the fucking secrets, pick up all the medicine bottles. I haven't found all the ancient artifacts that are there for sure. But I was like, I know apparently I listened to another podcast and they said you can come back.
Okay.
So I just noticed there was a comment in the chat that I had clicked. It says, "Why is Old Elf 1?" I don't remember him being at Why is Old Elf 1 before. But he says, "Evening, is this indie game a system seller? Heard almost universal praise for this game." I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't think it's not. I don't know. What is a system seller these days? If it's going to come out on PlayStation at the end of the day, isn't it? So I don't think Xbox really fucking care, honestly. Anymore. They just, as long as it's making their money somehow. When it comes out on PlayStation, they'll sell it, and they'll, I don't know how many subs they're up, maybe. They'll look at it that way. How many subs have they increased on the month that this game came out? And do they not necessarily just gain those subs for that month? How many continue to go ongoing? Yeah. That's the key for them, is the people who don't bother fucking cancelling their subs. But it's a good game, I can tell you that. Is it? Well, Game Pass is, I don't even know how much it is now because I don't pay for it. Is it £12?
It's something like that. Maybe more.
12's 144, maybe a bit more than that. If you play 2 or 3 full price games a year that are on Game Pass, I guess it's worth doing Game Pass, isn't it? If you want to play Call of Duty all year plus a couple of other games, it basically makes economic sense to just do Game Pass. That's Ultimate anyway.
Yeah.
Which gives you everything and cloud.
No, you don't get that with Game Pass, so I don't know.
There's another tier that you don't have Ultimate. Yeah. You can just play like Xbox Game Pass, which gets you all the games, which is slightly less, is it? I don't even
It
fucking
changes
know
all the
anymore.
bloody time now. It's like, yeah.
Like I know
Yeah.
PC Game Pass is a pretty good deal. If you don't have an Xbox and you don't need to play for the extra for Xbox Live, it's like £8 a month for PC Game
Right.
Pass. You just do PC one, I assume.
No, I do the full one because
Do you?
Bella's got, yeah.
Oh,
got
right,
the
okay.
Xbox,
Oh, yeah. So that makes sense. If you've got an Xbox and a PC, it makes sense to do Ultimate. But if you've only got a PC, I know in terms of my reward points, it's 35,000 reward points for Ultimate for 3 months. But if you just do PC, it's 22,750, which is basically a third less.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cheap. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to sell Xboxes, but it might encourage people to play Game Pass. It's good. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
I do want to play a bit more.
Yeah, I'll say. Every time I'm not doing anything else, I'm like, play some Indiana Jones.
Very good. Right. That's it, innit?
That's all the games.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up. I'm need to.
Okay. Hopefully, Mr. Moores will be back next week. Hopefully, he's had a better week next week. We'll see. Maybe we'll get a special guest in if he's not here.
Maybe. Yep.
But yeah.
I'm not going to do my outro.
Okay.
I'm going to say, have a nice Christmas, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you for listening. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Thanks to Mr. Sumu and Wise Old Elf and MintSafe for popping in the chat. Don't think I missed anybody. And yeah, hopefully we'll all be back next week with another show. And yeah, have a lovely Christmas.
Right. Have a good one.
See you soon.
Thanks.